Dare I say this might be the last season of McBee Dynasty?
Oh, yes. Christy's done made the statement.
Yeah, but you think she's following through with that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. She seems to be, they look to her for everything. They turn to her for all their stuff. So maybe she's, mamaing it out and saying, we got to pull out of this,
Hello, everyone. This is But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio podcast. We are talking about McBee Dynasty, Season 3, Episode 8, What Happens in Vegas. Who's writing these damn titles, y'all? Do better.
I know. I had a good one. What was my one from last time? I forget, but
I do too.
I had a good time. They need to call me.
Well, it might not be much calling left in you because they are threatening, which I think Jesse and Allie would probably say, okay, fine, we won't come back.
They're like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to us.
Yes,
They're
for
like,
sure.
This is the worst thing that's literally ever happened.
Steven Jr. loves it. We saw his whole ass. Okay?
Gooch included, if y'all are wondering. Said that mom was right and she literally forgot what she was writing
about. I cannot with the gooch.
I mean, I saw his hairy butt crack.
Okay, so I think that was implied with the gooch. We can move on from there. So remember, Jesse was kind of on the fence about going and this, and this. And I have some theories. I think that he maybe didn't want an alleged mistress at home, or he doesn't want to go and fuck his wife because his alleged mistress is going to get mad when she sees it. Like, there is something going on in the world of Jesse and Allie. But
I'll say, yeah, the intro for this was very differently styled too. It was very Vegas style. It was very like flashy lights here and there. I was like, what's happening? I'm about to have a seizure. Like, what's going on?
It came in. It started at 4 a.m. So the boys are Vegasing, the girls are plotting a wedding, and then it goes back 3 days earlier.
I hate when they do that. It's like, we're going to see it anyway.
So, surprise, surprise, Jesse decides to go, and Allie is...
But I have some questions about this too. Like, did they not say anything before he started putting stuff into a bag? Because she was like, "Oh, you decided to go?" He's like, "Well, I'm packing." I'm like, "Did they live in the same house?" Well, maybe I guess he was probably.
Well, they don't. It's most of the time.
Yeah,
but they probably have to like set it up. The producers are probably like, "Okay, listen, go through the conversation again that y'all had when we weren't here, and whatever." And like sometimes on reality TV, that works out for them because they've already kind of like practiced how to get the most out of that conversation. Other times it goes really bad because they get mad, and you can tell
that would be me.
Yeah, you can
me.
tell
I'd be like, oh,
that it's not going the way it wants to go. That we're watching House of Stassi right now. I think a lot of that's happening in House of Stassi too. Which, by the way, you guys follow our coverage on House of Stassi and McBee, obviously. Real Housewives Corner next week. We will have Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, in which we are picking up with a lot of our housewife ladies, and Emily will be back for that. She's on a little vacay while me and you do the McBee, and while me and
school's also starting, so she's got to tighten up for the boys.
Yeah, for sure. I know this is school starting for me, and Shep's school starts next week for you. So Cole is getting really hype about Cowboy Christmas, and I think he is like the front runner to be the big McBee, right? Like he's going to be the big McBee.
He's really tightening up, like, and I think Casey's seeing that too. And like, and I think that they have real big eyes for this tallow thing. Like, like they're really like, their dick is really hard for this tallow business. Like they are really trying to grind this out. Like Casey kind of made it into a little something. Now Steven sees the money. Now Cole sees the money because Steven sees the money. So like, they're all really pining for this.
And I think too, Cole, which I can't believe that I'm saying this after what season 1 and 2 we saw, but I think Cole is the least affected by the fame and the attention.
For sure.
There has been some rumors about...
But there were more Casey, right?
Yes. Well, no, I think it was both of them. And I think because they were his infidelities, and there were some... And I can't remember if we talked about this on air or not, about the rumors that... Did we talk about this on the show? Or
they haven't said anything about Cole and Casey at all.
Me and you, though. Did me and you talk about it on the pod?
I think we might have like skimmed a little bit, but not go into it. I can't remember.
Because I don't really want to get into it heavy because it's kind of gross. He supposedly got another woman pregnant, and there was some conversation about her like autonomy about it and whatever. And then we know that Casey's pregnant again too, which we see that coming up. But anyway, this is where he introduces the idea of getting married in Vegas. Now, I don't know if this is just a fake out And Casey's like, no, it's so tacky. It's not what I want, because she says it over and over. If that was her way of just building tension for us, but she's not into
I don't
it.
know. I mean, I feel like Casey's real good on TV. She's real good with conflict. She talks a lot of trash. She follows up on the trash. She's always stirring it. So maybe she's just, gearing us up for a conversation later, so.
Maybe, but sometimes she gives such meek little passive thing. It's hard for me to think that she would have that much calculation without her and Cole conspiring for this kind of connivingness. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to underestimate her, but
I thought it was funny too. Casey was like, "Who's gonna be his best man? Elvis. Who's gonna be my best woman? Dolly Parton. Like, she should be so lucky if Dolly Parton."
That's what I was just about to say.
Maid of honor.
She should be so lucky.
She would be so lucky.
Apparently, the argument between Allie and Steven resolved.
There's a little tension. That was their first fight ever. Literally earlier last episode, they were like, "We're never going to fight. I don't even know what we would fight about." 10 minutes later.
She is starting to see some flags with the communication situation here, but not enough to
thank God
break up with him.
And then
they were at the Virgin hotels, and we said this out loud too, but I'm really surprised that Virgin would partner with these people.
I mean, maybe they're like, well, I don't know, because everybody kind of janks on Virgin Mobile, because it's it's like Spirit then Virgin Mobile, like airplane wise. Like, I feel like people kind of jank on them. Like, I know they have a lot going on. Like, I even remember I think it was the Virgin of it all, but like I had the phone whenever I was in middle school and high school, I had a Virgin Mobile phone, and I think it was more the Virgin part of it all.
Yes.
But people were really janking on me about it. So like, I don't know if it was like.
Well,
whatever.
We might need to rethink our 7th grade humor and sensibility.
People are janking on me about
I know,
Virgin Mobile phone.
But they're stupid. 7th graders are stupid. They don't know what they know is, because Virgin is a huge brand, a huge corporation. It's got all of this money. It's got all of this. And seems to me they would be very afraid to attach their name to a family that is openly committing crimes. We watched the judicial system move all over them. So it just seems very, very strange.
I don't know. I mean, you know what people say. All publicity is good publicity.
Stuff. And Allie says that I said that already. Okay. This is where we see Steve and Allie having some romantic time in the tub. And now that we know how he is and how he acts and how him and Allie have broken up, it is really hard to not see this pattern of really toxic masculine behavior in which he love bombs her
the hell out of her.
Yes. And then performs this very faithful boyfriend, this very respectful boyfriend. And then, can 3 months later.
Talk to her like ass.
Yeah. Talk to her later, call her a whore and a slut and tell her to put your titties away and all that kind of stuff. So.
You love the put your titties away part.
Well, it's just a very specific thing to say to her. And
that he loved in the beginning when it was all, and then
but it's also and it's very controlling, and that because they were out somewhere, and that were some of the things where he was talking about how slutty she was dressed. And I bet you do that with whenever I'm not around. I bet you always want guys looking at you. I bet you always are out here being a whore through the streets. And so it's just that's not necessarily matching up with this very artificial persona that he puts on the show. And back to Cole, I think Cole, which of course we don't know these people, we are really establishing a parasocial relationship. But
that's the word I was looking for earlier was parasocial. That's for sure. I was trying to remember that word earlier, because that's exactly what we do. We just watch people on TV and we feel like we know them and we have all these ideas, but we don't know these folks. Like, Cole could be just as big of an asshole as Steven is. We don't know.
I mean, they're all assholes. Yes. There's just really no. There's really no if, ands, or buts about it. But Cole has been much more forthcoming about it. And just like Jesse, we were like, oh, Jesse's a sweet brother. That
and
scene,
now it's like,
when they were at dinner.
Yes, that is, and he is just it's jarring almost. Like, the switch is just nuts. I'm like, holy guacamole.
Everybody's sitting there, just frozen, not knowing how to react. And wonder.
And too, he kept saying this too, like he literally said it 3 or 4 times to make sure somebody heard him. Like, we hear you on the camera, buddy. Like, the camera catching it all.
What did he say?
He was just like, I just really want to drink. Like, let's drink. Like, I'm ready to drink. Like, it's all about, we're drinking tonight. Like, 4 or 5 different times. Like, Allie's like, you should probably eat something. Like,
he was already drunk. That's
Yeah.
what it was. And that's when Allie was saying, like, he could go either way. He can be, really nasty, and he can be really, like, fun, Jesse. I'm wondering, from the way everybody was just sitting around, had kind of just, like, looked down at their hands, I'm wondering how many times they've heard an exchange like this go down. Do you think it's happened before?
Allie, I was going to say, like, we've been on the side of, like, Allie is kind of, just annoyed Jesse and just, like, frustrated, or on the other part from Jesse that she's just, Roxy, enough! Jason's out front. But that Allie is just kind of like a nagging, like, mom or whatever. That's kind of, I feel like, how Jesse sees it, that she's just, like, on him all the time, and then that she sees it that he doesn't do a lot, that she's just having to, like, say all these things out loud that, you shouldn't have to say. And so I'm fairly sure they're not very quiet about it. Like, I feel like, a lot of them go to their house, they have dinner every night, they're together every single week, I'm very sure that they don't keep these things in, like, they,
I don't know. Remember how uncomfortable Jesse got when they were playing that game that Allie brought?
Well, I think that's about their sex stuff.
I mean, I guess.
They're just like...
And also, what is the wildest shit ever is that a bomb was dropped last week about Allie spreading rumors about an inappropriate relationship. Nobody has said one word.
Nothing. Just
Casey.
Coded over. Casey even says, that the only thing that is weird with her and Steven is that he wanted to give Allie 20%.
Yeah.
I was like, is it not weird that there's a rumor going around that you and Steven could be or could be not? Like,
she also said something fairly smart, though. She said that he's using Allie as a scapegoat to, like, get around this idea that he did something weird, or that he made it weird. He tried to give Allie 2.0, the business, and that's what's made it weird. And so he's trying to divert that attention from that situation that he did and kind of blame Allie for making it weird. Allie.
yeah,
that it's her influence.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but, like, at the same time, though, that is the whole reason that he said it was weird anyway. Like, is that not true? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, is that not a real thing?
Right.
Like, do we not know? Like, is it real? Is it not? Like, did Allie 1.0 say that, Casey and Steven were fucking or not? Like,
I mean, nobody has said anything. And this also makes me suspicious. What kinds of conversations are they having off camera that they say, don't fucking talk about this shit, man? Like, we're not having this. Because this is what's so interesting about the McBee clan here. They obviously enjoy the fame. They obviously enjoy all of the attention, but they are also very much a closed rank club.
They're on they're on McBee Island. They live on McBee Island.
And they really protect each other, and I think they would, a lot of bad behavior, like Mama McBee cleaned up a lot of bad behavior for Cole, these other women. I bet you she's having to clean up some with Jesse. She's literally cleaning up Steve Sr.'s mess by taking over the company. Like, they're a real closed rank. And so I'm wondering if they aren't able to keep it together enough. And so all of their nasty little secrets are starting to leak out. So Christy's like, okay, enough's enough. We can't, we
can't do this anymore. We gotta nip it in the bud.
Really and truly, can we not have a scene where Allie 1.0 and Casey and Steven are sitting around and be like,
that would be good TV.
But I mean, we just need to know. If somebody's accusing me of fucking around with my brother's wife, I mean, I think it bears a conversation.
And that's too what Allie 2.0 is saying. Like, this whole thing is weird. It's weird that you can't talk to your stepsister. It's weird that there's a rumor going around and you're not talking to them about it. It's weird, or your sister-in-law. It's weird. The whole thing is super weird.
And she's
weird.
Address it. And it's almost like we're watching her, like, discover in real time what these people are. Do you know what I mean?
It is. I mean, it's real time, 8 months ago, but it really was her actually figuring it out.
It was so fast. And then it did fake me out, though, because they were all going back to the room, and I was like, oh my God, they're home so early. Nope, psych. They go back out, and Cole is so hype to get married. He is like, I want to get married. My dad's away. And he's like, let's just do it now. We'll plan a wedding when he's back. Like, he's super serious about it. And Casey, again, does not want it. I wrote in my notes, she doesn't want it. Even though we know that she winds up doing it anyway.
So me and you had this conversation too, where I was kind of like, well, I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, you can have a whole wedding earlier, and you're like, that's not the point. She's saying no. And I was like, you're right. She is saying no. We got to listen. If she says no, she does not want to do it. So,
and that's what's so interesting was we talk about Casey being such an interesting reality TV character or star is that she knows how to TV, but she doesn't know how to stand up to Cole or how to be like, Casey's own little person without Cole, because he tells her about the tallow business and he forces her to marry him in Vegas. And she just lets it happen. But Steven and Allie feel great the next morning. Probably they're eating chia seeds and doing a
I know, they were
steam.
ready and dressed. Up at more like 8 a.m. dressed, ready to go. And I wrote this down, touch one to really go quick, really back. But that Jesse, whenever they're sitting at the dinner table, he's like, "You're making me act like this." And I
noticed that too.
I was like, "Oh my God." That's like punching somebody in the face and getting mad that they're hurting.
That's abuser language. That is absolutely abuser language. If you wouldn't act like this, then I wouldn't have to get mad. If your attitude wasn't so stanky, then I wouldn't be like this. And whether it was editing or not, Allie just kind of sat there. And remember, these two people grew up together. And so obviously they're not brother and sister, but whatever dynamic started to form when they were teenagers, that is how that's how they learn to be in a relationship. And so,
yeah, it's the only one they've ever been in.
Yeah. And so they
don't know any other way.
And some of the adult boundaries that a grown-up married couple would insert, some things that were not acceptable for somebody who, got together in their 30s versus somebody who got together in 16. He probably says that shit all the time. That's probably because that's some shit a 16-year-old boy would say.
Exactly.
And so, but
and
yeah.
I wanted to say too, also that they were playing slots at the night, and Braden was like, "I'm saving the farm," and that made me laugh too.
So Braden I think he is adorable. I need to know more about him before I make a call, because I am starting to get a lot of things. I'm having to eat a lot of my words on Vanderpump Rules and House of Saucy, so I do need more information. But I do like how he's just walking around the entire episode looking like Shooter Jennings with his dark outlaw glasses on and his leather vest, and he's just like, "What, yo."
God.
I really like him. I also like Jake. I find Jake to be hilarious. I think him and Tegan.
He kind of says a few things throughout the episode that I was kind of like, ooh, shut up, please.
See, eating my words. See, I had to do it immediately.
Let's see. So the boys have some laws for their night out.
This is so stupid. Wait a minute.
They say, what? Go ahead.
Wait, we got to talk about Galena getting there.
Oh, yeah. I was like, her being about it was sweet. Because Casey was like, she's, no matter what she does, no matter the crazy, she's always looking out for them and looking for their best interest. And I think that's true.
I know. I'm surprised Masha didn't turn up. Is she still in jail? Is that why we didn't see Masha's dumb fucking face?
Too. I was like, where's Tessa? She thinks those boys is like her kids.
Tessa,
you know what I mean?
Doesn't want to go to Vegas with these fuckers. She wants to stay at home and watch TV with her husband. She wants to watch Little House on the Prairie. Yes, she wants to stay at home and watch Reba. So she doesn't have to cook or clean up after these fools. She's like, go, please.
Yeah,
go. But she must be having to take care of the place, because if all the boys are there and Casey and Galena's there, Tessa must be taking care of business, because ain't nary one there to answer a phone call.
It just shuts down.
Exactly. Lights are off. The phone's just ringing off the hook. Even though we see scenes from next time, they better be answering that phone, because it's the bank calling. Yeah, and Steven is also so horny to get married, and it's so cringe. I hate to use the kids' language, but
I wrote down twice, I said, Allie, resist. Allie 2.0, resist the ring. Please, God, resist the ring. Resist, please.
She plays into it.
On Steven's finger.
She plays into it. She's like, "Oh, Steven, I really like a man's hands with veins and calluses." That man's hands don't got no calluses on it. Do you get calluses from using a mouse and a keyboard? No, you do not. Okay? No. But yes. So, and that turns into more pressure for Casey. And again, I said she doesn't want it, but apparently, I don't know. This is why it's confusing now, because when you say that she's so good at TV, now I'm wondering if she was just doing that to create tension for the episode, because she's fucking smart that way.
I was going to say, because also nobody, because we already have the whole Jesse and Allie messy shit. They're already doing their own thing. Steven and Allie 2.0 are figuring out their relationship BS. Casey and Cole got to have something going on.
Yes.
They just got engaged. She got to do something to keep up their storyline.
Remember when she was telling people about the text that Steven sent to her, and he was like, "I left that table feeling miserable," and she told everybody that he told her that she was miserable to be around, and he didn't want to be in the family anymore. That's some peak reality TV shit right there.
Good job, Casey.
So maybe she's just kind of putting on, because they packed a lot of wedding into one episode. She got a dress. They got a chapel. They got a car. They got a like. I mean, it doesn't seem so spontaneous to me. Like, it just seems like
Like,
was
we didn't
more.
see her going wedding dress shopping.
No,
like
we saw her standing there. We saw her standing there, and they were like,
but it was like 2 minutes. But
yeah, and then the surprise bachelorette party, whenever they had those little balloons, and Allie's just walking around in her camo pants and her ball cap. I'm like, Allie, you're not beating the allegations.
Like, what's she wearing? I was like, well, she did set it all up. She's probably sweating. I would be.
Yeah, so but I'm just like, you're not beating the allegations of being a frumper, okay? Like, come on. I'm just saying she's frumpy a little. She's a little frumpy. I'm just saying.
The last 2 you've said, I don't want to say this. This episode, it all came out.
But I do say we understand that she has the capacity to be beautiful. She parts that hair on the side. She gets some eyelashes. But
I know she's got such pretty blue eyes too. Yeah,
but also too, she does have a new baby, so I should probably just back the fuck off. She's not even she don't got time. But yeah, so you were going to talk about this is where Tegan looks super hot. And
she has those little cheetah shorts, those sparkling ones.
What's the boys' rules for going?
All right. So no communication with the girls. They got to have a good time. And if they go to a strip club, they're getting broken up with.
Yes.
Allie 2.0 says that. Casey says that. And I think that Allie does. I don't think Tegan does. I think Tegan's pretty
I think Tegan's cool. Yeah, I think Tegan's cool.
But
no bad moods, too. You left that one out. And Stephen immediately yucks their yum.
I combined that with the good time. I think I was just like, good time.
Stephen immediately yucks the yum, though. He's like, well, actually, the girls all said if we go to a strip club, we're gonna get broken up with. And so I'm like, oh, okay, Poindexter. We get it. You know, I mean,
brown nosing up the hell to Allie's asshole. He gets so far up her ass, he can smell out of her nose.
I mean, seriously. Because he does wind up going home, doesn't he?
Yeah. But anyway, okay, so the girls are in a pink Escalade SUV limo.
So obnoxious.
So crazy. Oh, and we learned that Allie 2.0 did a little lingerie photo shoot for Jesse and sent him a couple little sex.
Yes, that was very sweet.
Good. She did.
Although
I don't know why she's the only one doing the work, but whatever.
But I also don't need to see. I don't want to talk about Jessie being inside her.
Gooch either. Like,
yes, but I also don't want to hear about Jessie being inside her. That's just not where we're at, Allie. We're not close that way.
Like y'all were too awkward to play a card game, and now we're seeing your bare butt.
Yes,
your lingerie shoot, and you're talking about him being inside you. Which that was Allie 2.0 going on that.
I know. I don't want to think about Stephen being inside her for the 5 seconds he is anyway. Like, come on. But
Jake, your boy, ordered a car to go to Sapphire. And he was like, look, I mean, if the girls are so happy in their laps at Thunder Down Under, which we had this conversation.
Yeah,
so
we did.
At first I was like, what's the big deal? Like, strip club, like, we all love a strip club, you know? But Thunder Down Under, they're paying for tickets. If you are not like a bachelor, like a bride, or like whatever, you probably won't get on stage or do anything with any of the men. In a strip club, you're paying for the dance. Do you know what I mean? You're paying to get titties in your face, you know? Like, and I feel like there's a little bit of a difference, so I get what the girls are saying, but I
made this point though, even though all of that, you're not like paying them, the men are much more handsy and grabby, and they're like, you know, they've got you upside down, playing the bongos on your booty, like, and at least with the women, there's a fairly formulaic way that they interact with the boys. You know what I mean? Like there's some lap sitting, there's like maybe some, you know, some grinding a little, but the boys, like, they have their junk in the girls' faces, the male dancers, and I don't know.
Like, you leave oiled up, like, like you oiled up before.
Yes. And so maybe it has something to do with the exchange of money, the transaction of it, that makes it like more seedy for the women. But I'm just saying, they technically saw titties too. They just saw man titties. You know what I mean? But come on, Nolan, don't split hairs. You know it. You know. Yes, but Cole later got so upset. He was like, I only saw 8 titties. Only saw 8 titties.
Like, I have to tell you, they were in like sitting by the pool for like 10 minutes. He was like, so I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
They all were like, I'm not going to tell him.
And that is why I hope Cole never changes, because there is not a put on this. Like, for good or bad, you know, good guy, terrible guy.
Like, nobody's punching the ground for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's doing that for a TV show.
That's right. That is not put on. Nobody's sitting in the back of a van crying, screaming, I'm not crying. I'm not crying.
Their brothers are just laughing. That is probably my favorite scene.
That's peak.
All
that is peak reality TV.
The ground, the wall, and then crying in the back seat. They're just like holding their laughs back. That was hilarious.
Yeah, so fun.
But Casey immediately, as soon as Cole told her, was just like folded. You could tell she was probably a little tipsy. She was just like, "Oh, you had to tell me, thank you."
And then she immediately blurts out, she's like, "I got pulled on stage." She couldn't hold it in either. So they're pretty cute. And you know what? They were also very young when they got together. Yeah. And Casey still
18 is what they said, right?
Yeah. And Casey still is kind of young, right? Isn't Casey like 23, 20?
I think that they're like the same age, no?
I don't know. She gives off young, so maybe that's what it is. So what were you going to say?
I was going to say no one Googles, but we're using my phone to
don't Google on air.
But also, Jesse and Allie, bow chicka wow wow.
Yeah, they got to reconnect. But he does have a little bout of a conscience whenever he's like, man, we're supposed to like really get together, me and Allie, but instead sitting here at a damn strip club. But you know,
I think he tells Braden too. He's like, look, if one comes sits next to me, don't let. If it was Cole or Braden, I don't know, but he's like, don't let. I'm like, you couldn't just say that yourself. You could be like, hey, don't sit. Don't sit here.
No, they all, they're so codependent on each other. The next morning, Jesse says they worked through some things. That's what he calls it. And so they had a spicy night. Yeah. And she's got high hopes. Allie, I do not. I do not have high hopes. This is not going to go great. And also,
you're in danger, girl.
Yes, that's right. And she needs to find some different dick. Like, I'm just sorry to be crass about it, but, and also somebody who she doesn't feel this like differential with in terms of like attractiveness, somebody who wants to live in the same house with her, somebody who doesn't have brothers that are on the phone 10 to 15 times a day. Like, she needs, girl, you in danger, girl. But for whatever happened, I guess Cole and Casey's confessions in the night, they really decided, okay, fuck it, we're going to get married. They go get their license. That's what I'm saying. This is the busiest day.
She ended up like really like, kind of being like, yeah, I really want to. Like, yeah, so that's sort of like, does she play us?
He really wants to. And so I think that she just comes around because otherwise it's going to be a fight. Right.
But also they're really worried about Mama McBee, which so am I.
Did you see her face?
Yeah.
In the previews when they first said that, did you see her face? They was like, oh, hell no.
Because that would really hurt my feelings if Chef ever did that to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get a big one later too. But Cole says this is the one thing that he loves about Casey. I mean, she's just always down to do whatever. Yeah, do whatever you say.
Down to be manipulated.
Yeah, exactly. She's down to do whatever you say, motherfucker.
She's easily manipulated, if that's what you mean.
Cole is so excited, and this whole little wedding is so cute.
It is really cute. I was wondering what you were about to say about it, because I thought it was pretty cute. Like,
I did
fog
too.
machine going.
Yeah.
They drove through the middle of the aisle in the car. Elvis was driving. Which, could they not have found a better Elvis impersonator?
Girl.
He was not very good.
Girl. I don't know. I feel like there is an Elvis on every single corner in Vegas. And maybe this was just the one that said, sure, come on in with cameras.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he's on that would sign a release. But
also, I was not a huge fan of the dress she had on. I'll say it.
It wasn't given Vegas. It was not given Vegas.
Like, you could have worn like a poofy, like short dress. You could have worn something tight and short. She had on a legitimate, like, bridal walk down the aisle in a regular wedding dress. Yeah. I wonder, maybe she brought it. I don't know. Oh, no, we saw her. Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't know really what Casey's real style is because we only saw her in like jeans and oversized shirts for a while. Then she was pregnant and now she is
in her tracksuit.
Yes, and she's in her, and her like her fun spandex stuff. So we have no idea really what like her genuine style is. So, I mean, I have a feeling, but
it's probably a Target, like, trend.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, what about Allie in that stupid fucking fur coat?
I literally, as soon as I said, that girl is just doing her job, and she went there to do her job and just said that this vacation is second. Yeah. Like, I'm like, she's just working that whole time. Like, I know if we went on her TikTok and looked at NFR around Christmas that time, there is 4 TikToks for her in that fur coat. You know what I mean? Like, she's just working.
Yes,
she's just working, I feel.
But, and too, they're all wearing sunglasses. It's because they were all,
inside.
yeah.
I know.
Is that because they all just like blew a rail in the bathroom and didn't want the cameras to pick up their pupils? Like all of them were sitting there.
But does Allie drink? Allie 2.0, does she drink? Because she even, like, I feel like Steven asked, he was like, hey, are you going to drink today? And that kind of flagged me as like, and you don't really see her with a drink in her hand a lot. She had one in the wedding, but I think it was like in a cup. It was like wine or something maybe, but.
I don't think that she's like sober per se. I think she's probably one of those people, like my friend Tabitha is that way. She just doesn't drink. Like she can order one and she would just like, it'll get watery on the table. Maybe she's just one of those people that just doesn't really drink. They don't like it. So, and maybe she's still breastfeeding. Who knows?
No, I'm talking about Allie 2.0.
Oh, 2.0. Oh, no, hers is for health.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because,
got it. Got it.
Yeah. So they're married. It's cute. It's sweet. And you're not going to convince me this was spontaneous, that they just decided to get married. This was plotted out. Whether or not Casey was in on it or not, I don't know, but still.
And I like how too, it like towards like the end, like Casey's talking about how she just loves him more. Like it's like a whole thing. Like, she loved him because he was the dad of their baby. Now she loves him, whatever. And it flashes back. It says 2 years ago. And then it's them talking on the back of the truck where they're like, so, I mean, I would call you my boyfriend. Would you call me your girlfriend? Or vice versa, whatever they say. I'm like, God.
Even though they had been together like 4 years by that time anyway.
A long time, yeah.
Yes, like it's just so strange. But that's where we kind of leave it. And on the next
also, hold on. Did you hear Steven's shade when he was like, y'all came a long way from living in my basement to getting married? I was like, that's shady ass.
Okay, so this is the thing, and I've said it on this podcast before. Steven is one of those that he always has to be the smartest person in the room. Whether he is or not, he always thinks he's the smartest person in the room. He's the most generous. He's the most prepared. He's the most mature. He's the most everything. And he doesn't want you to forget it. Why are you saying this to this person on this?
They just got married.
Yes. Like
one of their best days of their life.
Because he has to remind them, and this is very much Stassi and Steven Jr. I know I hate doing this. They have a lot in common. Are you watching House of Stassi?
No, I need to.
You do. You really do need to. You absolutely do. But they have a lot in common, and it's like, I'll say this, and you guys can turn into the pod tomorrow to hear me say it more, but Stassi and Steven Jr. are the kind of person you never want to accept a favor from.
No, yeah.
Right. Because they will always hold it against you. They will.
Remember when I gave you that thing? Can you come over here and help me do this today?
Yeah. Or how dare you disrespect me? I helped you so much, and I gave you this, and this, and you're going to treat this. You'll never hear the end of it. But we feel next week, Steven and Allie, he's going to move to Texas.
One more thing.
Jesus, Nolan.
Sorry, one more thing. I find it to be repulsive whenever men say, oh, well, you're finally going to have the same last name as the baby we made. I made that baby in my body. That baby is mine anyway. I let that baby have your last name. Anyway, that drives me nuts. He said it like 4 or 5 times, like throughout the whole, like when they got engaged, went like 2 times in this episode. I hate it.
Well, being a McBee is in McBee Island is a status. Yeah, is a status symbol. To be a McBee in McBee Island is a big deal. Now, if you ask the people of Gallatin, they might think differently. Fuck you, McBee.
I love when they show that. It cracks me up. Oh God.
Steven's gonna move to Texas. Come the fuck on. Get out of here. He's not
moving. Take your whole business with you? Like,
exactly. No, leave it to Cole. He'll do it fine. Casey may be pregnant, but we understand. We know from the social media, I believe, that she really is. This is the one that the bank may be recalling the loan on their house and their land.
Yeah, I know, our Bravo cutout. We watched it live on TV last night.
We did.
Like, skipped right there, but we assume that the loan is getting recalled on the house that Casey.
That's what they want us to think anyway.
Yeah, which is tough stuff.
So how many episodes of this show is there? Is there 10?
I think there's been 10 the other season, but we're on 8 now, so we have 2 left.
We're in the countdown. I would guess that if Bravo would have him, Steven Sr. would do this show again.
Just like him and his Russians? Like, Mama McBee's like, we're done. But I mean, like,
she's not the boss of them.
Yeah, I know. I was like, she didn't like list individually who was on the team, no show.
Well, but did you read her social media? She was very pointed. Yeah, it was very pointed at Kala and Allie. which I
about
listened to.
social media. She can't keep the comment. Everybody keeps attacking the family over stuff.
I listened to a podcast called Little Miss Recap, and they talk about the two girls. They just combine them and call them Callie. Then we he just talks about Callie. But I think Steven Jr. would do it again. I don't know if Jesse
Oh, for sure. He'd find another girlfriend, for sure.
Yeah. I bet Allie would do it without Jesse.
Like her and her whole single life?
Yeah. I bet Casey would do it.
I don't know if she's good enough for TV, but like maybe Casey and Allie have like a whole spinoff.
That's the buddy cop I need to see, that buddy cop comedy. It's like a good cop, bad cop. You know, it's like Casey
always stirs it up and Allie helps her fix it.
Always get into trouble and Allie like comes out. Yeah. But I like that. I like this show. As problematic as these folks are, and you know, whatever their specific ideologies are, I really like it. So I hope that Mama McGee, once Dad comes home, she can go back to whatever fiber optic cable shit.
Because she wasn't on the first season anyway, so it's like she didn't really ask for it. Like she wasn't a part, I feel like, of like the decision to do it anyway. You know, she kind of got cast in.
I bet she was.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. But I don't want any more blonde Russians.
No, please, God.
But I still haven't listened to the podcast.
Or any more blonde fake boobies.
No. Poor old Allie. She's like the odd man out. Allie 1.0. She's the only dark-headed girl these people bring around. Well, all right. Well, you guys come back tomorrow for our House of Stassi. Of course, Vanderpump, the vintage Vanderpumps. The schedule is a little mixed up right now as we start to add things and drop things. So you're just going to have to kind of bear with us. But you still get 2 episodes of vintage Vanderpump. You obviously get this McBee. And starting next week, you'll get the Ultimate Girls Trip. And find us on social media at TechApinoPod, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'm trying to do more and more, putting more videos. So if you want to watch instead of just listen, you could head over to YouTube to do that. And like, by all means, like us, review us, leave us a comment in the review. If it only just to say, you know, we watch McBee's too. That really gives us a boost. And then if you have any beefs or any hot takes or want to bitch about it, send them to Jeff at pinopod.com.
Cool. Bye.